From the Super Show in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the United States Finals of the 1990 Reebok National Aerobic Championship. And competing for the national title, here are America's 70 best aerobic athletes. Welcome, the 1989 Reebok National Aerobic Champions. Greg Corelli, Tanaj Millward, Troy Markle, Deborah McGee, Marlene Tucker, Paul Bell, Merlene Tucker. And from a field of over 2,000 competitors across the USA, here are the 70 finalists. In the mixed pairs from San Francisco Bay Club, Lori Pinabia and Andy Miller. From Body Business at Austin, Melanie Peck and Craig McCabe. From Williams Island Spa in Miami, Beanie Osmond and Robert Gutierrez. From U.S. Women Fitness in Minneapolis, Lee Spenwin and Kevin Cregan. From the Center Club in Alexandria, Connie Anderson and Chris Dalen. From Tilton Athletic Club in New Jersey, Sharon Schofield and Anthony DeBeo. From Boulders Pulse in Colorado, Jillian Goldenberg and Jim Winkleman. From Brignoli Fitness in Pasadena, Michelle Nebodowski and Chris Galen. From Lenexa and Sweats in Kansas City, Penny Brown and Daryl Burke. From Muscle Mixes in Orlando, Michael Thompson and Kelly Gillilat. In the teams competition, from Primetime Athletic Club in Burlingame, California, Cindy Silva, Jordana Williams, and Lori Ehret. From Body Rock Houston and Houston, Texas, Mark Reeves, Leslie Hills, and Kim Calfee. From Miami, Florida, Charmaine Bassett, Frank Laverdesk, and Orlando Garcia. From the fitness circuit in Cleveland, Ohio, Joni Malakar, Tammy Johnston, and James Weir. From the club at Westfields in Chantilly, Virginia, Hope Carter, Jeannie McTurk, and Rhonda Story. From Royal Racquetball in Long Island, New York, Michelle Schmella, Jackie Birdie, and Deborah Dee. From Fitness Technology in Salt Lake City, Patrice Martin, Rhonda Ekman, and Sherry Nalder. From the Sports Club LA in Los Angeles, Tyler Patterson, Brett Kelly, and Patrick Godot. From Gold's Gym in Greenville, South Carolina, Linda Evans, Robert Middlebrooks, and Ivy Smith. And from San Francisco Bay Club in San Francisco, Diane Teresi Thomas, Andy Miller, and Nick Stangrover. And in the individual competition, women's division, from San Francisco Bay Club, Mindy Milray. From Jerry Crump and Teamwork in Texas, Mitzi Rupp. From Peggy's Workout in Fort Lauderdale, Peg McKinney. From Second Windig in Chicago, Teresa McCabe. From Brenda's Body Shop in Oakland, Maryland, Gail Bosley. From Fitcore Health and Fitness Center in Boston, Diane Nanfelt. From National Institute of Fitness Utah, Holly Keenan. From Point Fitness in Los Angeles, Joan Renson. From the Sweatshop in Kansas City, Shelley King. And from Lions Health and Fitness in Redlands, California, Linda Bell. And in the men's division, representing the Seattle Athletic Club, Mark Castillo. From World Gym in Houston, Texas, James Johnson. From American Fitness Center in Tampa, Florida, Clay Grant. From the Sweatshop in St. Paul, Minnesota, Michael Perrin. From Brick Bodies in Timonium, Maryland, Greg Blair. From Oceanside Gym in Pleasantville, New Jersey, Anthony DeMeo. From Super Bodies in Denver, Clifford C. Boyce Jr. From Western Reserve Club in Phoenix, Arizona, Peter Dale. From Gold's Gym in Greenville, South Carolina, Nick Farmer. And from World's Gym in Columbus, Ohio, Eric Pierce.
Hello, I'm Chris Marlowe, and welcome to the most prestigious aerobic championship in the world. Over 2,000 athletes in this competition, and now, 1 year later, we are down to the elite 21 finalists. At stake, not only the national title, but a shot at the World Championship, an event that's going to be beginning this summer. Happy to have working with me one of the foremost authorities in the sport of competitive aerobics. She has her own television show called It Figures. Her name is Charlene Prickett. And Charlene, since 1984, sport of aerobics has really grown.
Oh, Chris, this is an American sport that has exploded around the globe. We will see 16 countries compete in the World Championships in San Diego in June, and all of those countries use the very rules and guidelines of this competition. Indeed, the International Competitive Aerobics Federation has been recently formed to serve as the governing body for all these competitions. Did you know that the Soviet Union is just having their first competition this summer? The Soviets! Who would have dreamed?
This is the 7th year for a national championship competition in the United States. How about explaining the format for 1990?
We'll see competition in mixed pair, in individual women's, individual men's, and team. Now in team, you can have any combination of men or women, but it just so happens that the teams that have made it to these finals all consist of 2 men, and 1 woman. Now in the past, we have seen a team of 3 women pitted against 3 men.
And who won that?
Well, 1 year the women won, and 1 year the men won, so there's no bias.
All right, Charlene mentioned the international flavor. We have a team from Japan here doing a routine. How good are they?
They are hot, and let me assure you, they are scouting this competition for moves that they could use to prepare for the world.
Okay, it's the Reebok National Aerobic Championship. We'll start our competition after this. Welcome back to the Reebok National Aerobic Championship here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Chris Marlowe along with Charlene Prickett. We're getting set for competition in the mixed pair division. And before we get to that competition, Charlene, perhaps you should go over the rules.
The competitors must present a 1-minute 45-second routine, which includes the 4 compulsory moves. And to demonstrate those moves for you, we meet 2 regional champions. Patrice Martin shows us 4 consecutive jumping jacks. Her heels must come down, her abdominals must be pulled in, and there should be no hyperextension, that's arching of the lower back. Michael Perrin shows us 4 consecutive abdominal curls. At the start, the low back must be flat against the floor, and the movement must be initiated by the abdominal muscles, not by pulling the head and neck forward or throwing the arms. Patrice demonstrates 4 consecutive high kicks. Those legs should be raised and lowered with good control, and the back must be straight. Michael demonstrates 4 consecutive push-ups. The chest must be lowered to within 4 inches of the floor, and the elbows must never be locked. Now, 60% of the competitors